Men can do this, men can do that. But what can women do? Supposedly nothing, because it's supposed to be the man's job that does all the hard labor work outside of the house. And that's what I'm going to be going over with you today. I'll be going over the history of women's rights, women's equality to men, and why women should be, or why women can do whatever man can. I'll first start off with the women's suffrage. That was a big thing for women about 150 to 100 years ago. There's an organization that's called the National American Women's Suffrage Association, and that was founded by Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton in May of the year 1869, according to infoplease.com. Women are no object to men, so they did something about that. They decided to pass a law that is now the 19th Amendment on the Constitution, and that is stating that women now have the right to vote, and they can also have the citizenship responsibilities that men can. And that law was ratified on August 18th of 1920. And if you don't know what the term ratified means, that just means that the law was passed. Okay, so sexism is a big thing still in our society today. The term sexism means, from the Google definition, that it is prejudice, stereotyping, or discrimination, typically against women on the basis of sex. If you don't understand what that term means, that just means that people think that women can't do what men can. People think that women can't do what men can because people think that women are too emotional and they can't obtain the strength that men can because of the way that their bodies are built. And people think that women just think that they're just going to jump to conclusions. And that's also a reason why people didn't want Hillary Clinton as president, or why people think that women can't be on the front line in an army. All right, so now I'm going to talk to you about why women can do what men can. Women have exceeded men's accomplishments in the Olympics last year. In the Olympics, the women took home 61 medals, and that was a few more than what men did. And according to USA.com, that shows that. That's where I read that statistic from. And I know that I'm not a big part of the politic community because I just don't want to deal with all the arguing about who's going for what and who's going for the other side. So I just kind of stick to whoever's president. And I know that we all know that there's in Congress, there's a Senate and then the House, and that's where both male and female are a part of. But today, we have 104 seats in Congress that are filled by women. But did you know that in 1983, only 24 women filled those seats between both the House and the Senate? Actors and actresses, they also have troubles in their industry because it seems to be that actors get paid a lot more than women do. So a lot of female actresses, and if you're not familiar with Jennifer Lawrence, she played Katniss in the Hunger Games, and she was upset because her male co-stars were getting paid a lot more than she was. So she put her foot down, and she did tend to threaten that job that she had for that position because it was just unfair, and it shouldn't be like that. All right, now I'm going to go over with what I talked about today. I talked about the history of women's rights, why women, or women's equality to men, and why women can't do what a man can. Women have done exactly what men can, but have exceeded their accomplishments, and there's still a lot of work for women to do to be equal to men in this society, but hopefully one day we can share equality amongst men and women. And as Beyonce says, who run the world? Girls. That's it.